Hello, what is up everyone, R of the Sun here, back with yet another KartRider Rush Plus video, and today we are gonna check out my top 5 best free-to-play carts of 2022. And yes, if you're wondering, F2P means, basically it means free-to-play, which means you've never spent in the game or you've never bought any in-game currency in that certain game. So that means you're a free-to-play player. So essentially what I'm gonna do today is I will be showing you what are my top 5 best free-to-play cards up of 2022. So let's go ahead and check it out. So at number 5 we basically have Zeta Mantis. Zeta Mantis is quite an okay-ish card, I would say. It's not really the best, I would say, because of the overall performance. I would say this car is, well, quite reliable. At the same time, it's not that good in game. One thing's for sure, this card is more to speed, obviously. But the weakness is basically its cornering. So the cornering for this cart is basically, well, more understeery obviously, but it's too much understeery if you ask me. And the responsiveness of the cart is very bad. Like sometimes when I try to drift, it doesn't really drift that well. I'm not joking actually. This cart has a bit of a responsive issue, but overall the cart could have been very nice, especially that it has the Mantis Proto version where you had 3 nitrogens, which is pretty good. The downside of this is basically only its cornering drifts, but overall it is very nice cart, not gonna lie. But could I consider this as someone's main? I do not think so, really. I mean, I do enjoy it. It's quite okay, quite fun as well. But yeah, for the cornering issue, I wouldn't highly suggest it. But overall, I think it's quite okay. And another thing I got to mention is basically its size. It's quite, the width of the car is quite thick if you ask me. Like comparing to a normal cart, like if you can consider to compare with some other free-to-play carts, or maybe even like you want to compare to the original Mantis. Mantis is obviously way smaller than this. I do not know why they designed it this big, but overall seems okay. Up at number 4 on our list, we have Run Moly. Okay, first things first, obviously, this is a running cart, which is, normally running carts are very useful in speed games, obviously. And this one does. Actually, well, who doesn't want to drive a cart like this? I mean, like, sure enough, it's a cute little running boy. Not gonna lie, I like it very much for some reason. Like, yeah, I used to use this cart quite a lot back when it's season 10. It's very popular at that time, not gonna lie. Like many people at that time really used it because obviously, like I said, this is a free cart, and well, it is pretty popular in ranked mode because it was one of the fastest free-to-play carts at that time, obviously. So many people decide to use it and well, hit on the tracks with it, obviously. But yeah, it's very good, not gonna lie. It's quite balanced as well. The turning, the cornering was pretty okay, not gonna lie. But obviously I don't use it that much. But maybe many of you do, obviously, because yeah, this is a free-to-play cart, not gonna lie. And yeah, many free-to-play players might use this cart mostly, but some people that are new to the game might not be familiar with this cart. But well, even though you're not familiar with it, you may have other potential carts coming in your way, but it would be way better than this, obviously. But overall, this cart is so fun, even in the corners and the speed. It's very cool and very nice to like play around in speed mode, I guess. Third on our list, we actually have a good one here, Infinity Ranger. So obviously, those who are from season 11 or maybe like before that, you might recognize this card already by now. This is basically Infinity Ranger, only one of the free cards that you get when you get Legend tier in basically season 11 ranked mode, which is quite special, not gonna lie, because this is the only card that was only available for a ranked mode price, which was quite a surprise to me and everybody else, because there was never a speed card as a reward for the ranked mode, which again, it is a free-to-play card, and yes, it is quite good, not gonna lie. First of all, this card is quite good in its turning. Like, obviously, this is a free-to-play version of Ranger, or also known as Paragon, but I would say it is okay, but there are many other choices besides this, obviously, that are quite similar. Obviously, this is as good as some silver gear cards, I would say, but obviously this is a free version where you can get it without spending any money or batteries. But still, well, even though you don't spend to get this card, like you want to spend K coins, you don't need to. You only get it for free, or if you're not from season 11 and you need this card, I think you could get a 7-day version from the ranked mode store for I do not know how many ranked coins, but it is quite worth it for you to get it, obviously. Like, you can rip it around in your ranked mode gameplay. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. I mean, I would say it's pretty nice, but I didn't really use it that time in season 11 much. I did use it in my live streams, but not that much because, well, obviously I had Monster Gold and I just basically used that throughout the whole season instead of this. But overall, it is a very fun card, and not gonna lie, it's pretty compact and small. Second card on our list is the new Quantum Fire. So right off the bat, you already know that this card was basically ripped off of a Dodge Charger, obviously. But yeah, basically this card is pretty good as well, not gonna lie. It's quite bulky, obviously, because it has the design of a Dodge Charger, and yeah, when it comes to carts in KartRider, sometimes they are quite bulky and also sometimes quite small, and I don't know why, sometimes aerodynamic, I guess. But this kind of reminds me of that pink donut truck from item where you get from the season 13 pass. I mean, when you look from the back, it kind of looks like it because of how bulky it is. But yeah, even though it's bulky, it's quite good in cornering. Like, as you can see here, it is quite nice to turn, I would say. But for the speed, I would say it's also quite okay. Performance wise, it's quite fine, but yeah, not very fast, I would say, compared to number 1 on this list, which will be informed later. Well, this cart is not as fast as it, but it could have get a potential of maybe getting faster. But obviously this is a free cart as well. But well, if you want to get it for, like, you want to maybe upgrade it up to maybe overclock it as well, Who knows, it might be powerful, maybe as powerful as Golden Gear carts, I would say, but it won't be as powerful as a meta cart, obviously, because, well, even the free-to-play carts have its limits of upgrading, obviously. But if you want to make it as fast as a meta cart, well, maybe I'll suggest you for number 1, which is quite an interesting choice as well. So yeah, this cart is also great nonetheless. And number 1 on our list is Sonic the Hedgehog. So you might have remembered I've done a review of this back in Season 12 basically. And yes, it is quite an OP cart at that time and including now. Well, it is actually very OP as a free-to-play cart. Now, this cart is just purely amazing, not gonna lie. It is highly rated, and well, actually nearly 60% of the free-to-play community in KartRider basically use this in every single mode you see, like ranked mode and even arcade play. Not gonna lie, this cart is just so goddamn good. It's legitimately good, especially when you want to compare it with some maybe like meta carts, I would say. It is quite cool nonetheless, but many bots use it in speed basically, which is quite a bummer and it may be annoying sometimes, but still, well, this cart is just amazingly good, not gonna lie. I've tried it tons of times already. Well, I kinda could say it's way better than Shadow the Hedgehog, but even though it's a free cart, you cannot rely 100% on this. Even though, well, if you have Shadow the Hedgehog and this, basically you'll go for Shadow the Hedgehog because, well, you paid for it, and obviously, yeah, you won't have time to use your free-to-play cards, just like me sometimes. But still, this is nonetheless a pretty good card and a pretty good suggestion if you want to make it your main, but only if you were originally from Season 12 or Season 13, then you're able to obtain it for permanent, because this event was only available in Season 12 and 13 by the time of me recording the video from previously. But still, nonetheless, this would be a great cart. Sadly, you cannot get it anymore, but still quite a nice choice. And there you go, that was my top 5 best free-to-play carts for you to use or maybe make it as your main. So if you want to ask any questions about, well, like maybe you want to select a main, or you want to have a free-to-play cart which is quite good, especially in ranked mode, or maybe you want to find an item cart which is pretty cool, then go ahead and ask me, whether in Discord or maybe in Instagram if you want. And once again, I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. See you on my other videos. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See you soon. Bye bye.